It's time for today's Bible story. It comes from the book of Acts, chapter 16. This story is about two men named Paul and Silas. They went around everywhere delivering the message about what Jesus had done. They wanted everyone to know that Jesus was God's son, who died but came back to life, all so that the whole world could have a way to know God. Delivering this message was hard work because not everyone believed them. One day, they found themselves in a pretty tough situation. A woman began following Paul and Silas, but not because she wanted to hear about Jesus. She worked for these people who kept her around because she was able to say things about the future. She kept bothering Paul and Silas and making it hard for them to do God's work. Paul couldn't stand it anymore, so after a few days, he turned around and called on the power of Jesus to get rid of the spirit inside the woman that made it possible for her to tell the future. The woman stopped bothering them and saying wild things right away. But her bosses were mad that she couldn't make them money anymore. They told on Paul and Silas and had them taken to jail. Paul and Silas were arrested and treated very badly. Then they were thrown into prison. But Paul and Silas trusted God so much that they prayed and sang songs to God. Suddenly, an earthquake came and rocked the prison doors loose. The guard who was watching the prisoners thought everyone had escaped. If they had, then that meant he would be punished severely. Paul spoke up, though, and told the guard that everyone was still there. The guard couldn't believe it. He knew Paul and Silas were different and asked to hear their message. They told the guard about Jesus, and the guard brought Paul and Silas into his own house. He treated them like honored guests, and everyone in the guard's house, including him, became believers in Jesus. When Paul and Silas were in prison, it seemed like all was lost, but it wasn't. God turned a bad situation into not only a good one, but a better situation than Paul and Silas could have ever imagined. Because when we need it, God sends help.